Yeah, it could come down to run rate because we've obviously got 4 points, and there's always a chance you lose the last game, and Netherlands get 4 points, Zimbabwe get 4 points, so it's important to win well, but also to make a statement against our fellow associates that we're still at the top of the tree there. So yeah, it was good to get a win, a relatively easy win.
Was there an effort to consciously increase the run rate towards the end with an eye on the net run rate situation?
Yeah, there probably was. When we got to sort of 80 or 90, we got to about 80. I think myself and William talked about it and made a conscious effort. Obviously, Kevin came in next, and he wouldn't usually do that. So obviously, it didn't work out, but we felt we were close enough that the game was won anyway. Yeah, I suppose, yeah, it definitely does. We've played well at our level for a long time now, but we're very aware that the teams around us are improving all the time, and I think it'd be fair to say that a lot of the associate teams are a lot stronger than they were even a few years ago. So, we've played a lot of very close games against teams in the last, like the UAE and Afghanistan and Kenya and Scotland and these teams in the last few years, and they've been very close. We've come out on top most of the time, but we definitely can't take anyone for granted. Sorry.
Team, good chance to join Super 10. So what's your plan, future matches?
Well, we've obviously got the Netherlands coming up in 2 days' time, so we have to win that one first. Then I think if we do win that, we would go to Chittagong and we'd be in Group B. So we'll look at that in a few days when hopefully we get past the Netherlands. It was always our plan coming to the World Cup to get to the second stage and pit our wits against the big boys, and hopefully we're on track to do that. And we'll look at that in a few days' time when we get there, hopefully.
Ed, despite the relative ease of the chase, it was the bowlers who set it up. A word on the bowling effort.
Yeah, we pride ourselves on the way we've bowled. The wicket was probably a more Irish and UK wicket than maybe we were used to over here, and it's probably suited our seamers, which is why we picked Murtagh over McBride, and I think that was a good choice by the captain and coach, so credit goes to them. But yeah, huge credit goes to the bowling attack, because it is a very good wicket here, and restricting them to 120 odd. Man of the match probably should have been one of the bowlers, really, but yeah, they did a fantastic job, and we fielded reasonably. I think we've still got a way to go with our fielding, but we bowled very well, very disciplined.
Khurram, another disappointing performance overall, did you say?
I think, yeah, on this wicket, the score was below par, to be honest. I think if you look at the previous games, 140, 150 has been, regularly achieved here. So 30, yeah, again, 25, 30 runs short on this wicket. Basically goes to the last finishing overs. I think we didn't score much in the last few overs, and that's been the trend last 2-3 games. It's been happening.
Was it because the bowling was very good, or were you more focused on the boundaries and not concentrating on rotating the strike? Is that one of the areas?
Well, let's not take any credit from that. To be honest, they bowled very well, very good areas, and obviously, yeah, we were looking for, trying to get boundaries only. I think the batsmen who were batting at that stage, they didn't try to get some, singles, and in between you can get a boundary or so. Yeah, it was, I think, mix of both. To be honest, we tried to get boundaries and didn't concentrate on the singles and doubles at that stage.
I'm just following on from that question. There were almost like 50 dot balls or something. So was there at any stage a message sent out to rotate the strike further? Because in the end you just lost half the wickets.
Yeah, I think so. There were a couple of times, and the guy, the message was obviously, if you're not getting the boundaries, at least keep getting the runs, rotate the strike, and that's in between, you'll get the boundaries. And I think that was the difference in the end. We couldn't get the boundaries, as I said, last 4-5 hours, not enough boundaries to put pressure on the opponent, Oh, definitely, it's going to help a lot to us, to be honest. If you look at the teams we're playing here, and it's a world stage, we haven't been, exposed to such a stage here. So obviously we're going to learn a lot from here, and that's what we're doing. So we already started, working hard since we came from New Zealand. But it wasn't enough time to prepare fully for this tournament, but hopefully we'll go back once, and then start working hard for the next time.
So you are a genuinely a side full of amateur players. Even Ireland aren't that. Do you think there's any way you can bridge the gap between you and these sides unless you are fully professional?
Obviously, I think the cricket board and the authorities in UAE, I think they have to look in this matter. Obviously, if you are not professional, even at least few of guys, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys, if you can make them fully professional, let them get fit, I think it's going to make a difference. I think it's a good idea. Suggestion is already there, and hopefully they're working on it.